Welcome back to Britton Farms Homestead. Today we are preserving some caramel sauce to dip apples in, or put on your ice cream, or whatever you want to do. Put it in your sweets. We're gonna put this in our playlist for Together We Preserve, and I'm gonna tell you step by step how to make it. And these are the ingredients that you're gonna need. So the ingredients you're gonna need for this recipe is 12 quarter pint jars, rings and lids. You're gonna need 5 cans of sweetened condensed milk, 14 ounces, sea salt, and vanilla extract or vanilla flavoring. We have our 5 cans of sweetened condensed milk here. So what we're doing now is we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and we've got that in there. And we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of vanilla flavoring. And we're gonna mix this all together and then add it to our jars. We're gonna fill up our jars with the mixture now. We only want to fill it to right here, right there where that first groove is, and leave some head space. You also want to use this funnel because if this sticky mess gets on the rim of the jar, it's not going to seal. And we want a good seal, so we've washed and treated our jars so they're all sterilized. But we're gonna use a funnel for each one to make sure we don't get anything on the rim. So this recipe actually made 16 quarter of a pint jars, but the recipe says it makes 12, but we got 16 out of it. And we did drip on the rims. You should always clean your rims, even if you use the funnel, but it helps you make less of a mess and less for you to clean up off the rims. Make sure you wipe your rims really well. To make sure that you get a good seal, because we want this shelf stable. We're actually making jelly and caramel baskets for Christmas to give out to friends and family. Now we're going to take each jar, we're going to take a lid, put it on top, take a ring, tighten it down. Do every one of that way. Once you clean the rims, make sure you clean the rims. Got to do that. So, depends on how deep it is. So now we are going to put these in a crock pot. We're going to put the crock pot on low. We're going to put our jars in here. I don't know how many this is going to hold. You can stack these on top of one another, but you do have to have enough room to have about an inch or two of water. Look, that's not going to work at all. So we're going to have to take that out. This is only going to hold 4. But I have another crock pot that I'm going to put some in. It's going to take a couple different batches. I may go borrow another crock pot from my grandmother, but we're going to do this. We're going to put water in it. So we have our 4 in here. We have at least 2 inches of water on top. We're going to put it in the crock pot. We're going to put it on low, and it should take 8 to 12 hours. You have to put it on low. If you cook it too fast, too hot, it will clump up, and the caramel will be thick and clumpy, and it won't be good. So you have to do it low and slow. All right, our caramel is done now. As you can see, one is way darker than the other. The dark one's going to be thicker. It's going to have a stronger taste than the lighter one. And the lighter one I prefer. Your results are going to strongly rely on how hot and how fast your crock pot or slow cooker gets up and cooks. The one on the bottom, that slow cooker, cooks way slower than the crock pot did on the top. So these are darker, they're thicker, and they have a stronger taste. I prefer the ones on the bottom. But they're both still good. I just prefer it like this. And doing this in the crock pot or the slow cooker actually is hot water bathing them. They are shelf stable. We're going to give these out for gifts along with jellies for Christmas. I hope you enjoyed the video. These are amazing on apples, apple slices, and dip it in the caramel. Oh, it's amazing. If you're enjoying our videos, go ahead, subscribe, like, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every time we put out a video. Thank you, and God bless you all.